Hello, hello. I am transferring some seedlings that I started in that seedling tray kit thing that I posted on my YouTube. And I'm just transferring them into some bottles. Well, split water bottles that I split in half. Good way to save money. Green screen. I don't need no green screen. Lord, I gotta back up because So I am transferring some seedlings inside these split water bottles that I cut in half, poked holes at the bottom, regular water bottles. I cut them in half, poked holes at the bottom and at the other bottom. Easy way to save money, y'all. Y'all out here buying these expensive transferring, what do they call, potters or whatever you want to call them, for your seedlings, where you can just, whatever you got at home, whatever you got on. How are you in prison? I'm not in prison. Wait, are you saying how are you from prison or how am I in prison? I'm not in prison. But no, I'm not in prison. But y'all don't have to buy expensive seedling transfer things. You can use whatever you have at home. So I took water bottles, split them in half like this. Where's the other one? I'm just gonna show you right here. Yeah, okay. Split it in half. What shoes are you wearing? Hi. House shoes. Hi, hello, Migger. Hello, how are you? But I split them in half like this. Poked holes at the bottom. And boom, you got you some seedling transfer. So when you start them in like little trays like these, and they get to growing and they get to getting long. Greetings, Ekudar. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Hey, y'all go ahead and subscribe too. I got great videos coming out even more videos, and y'all will not regret it. But when you start seedlings in these and they start getting long and big, these are fresh and new. Other ones I will be transferring. But when you start them in these and they get big and long and tall, instead of buying like them big old transfer things to transfer your seeds, you can just use water bottles. Of course, everybody drinking water. I hope you're drinking water. Everybody drinking water. Get some water bottles, split them in half, poke holes in them, and boom. And you can also do cups. Once they get really, 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 really big, get you some cups. You can get you, these are more expensive. You can go to Dollar Tree, and they got some cups. But put soil in them and transfer them just like this. See that? Yeah, this is kale and it's growing beautifully. And you can basically, you can keep planting them. Well, you can keep them in those cups for like months until they're ready to go outside. And y'all, I kept them in there for like, one time I kept it in there for longer than, you know, it being ready to go outside past that time. And I just let it grow in there and they did great. They grew good. They grew beautifully until it's ready to harvest, y'all. But it's only like, I'll say little roots, like lettuce, no, not cabbage. So like lettuce, what else? Of course, green onions, stuff like that that don't got big roots. You can plant them in cups for like a long time. And y'all, you can keep them in there and you can grow them inside, y'all. I don't have no fake lights. What they call them, artificial lights. I don't have those. I got a big old window right here. That's good enough. I probably will eventually get some lights, but I don't need them right now. So y'all go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe. Are you Sigma? What's that? What's Sigma? I don't know what Sigma is. Is that like, is that like the fraternity? No. Yeah, fraternity? Sigma? I also, when I do it like that and I poke holes in the bottles, I get like a box and like I put like, why is that big old, look at this big old piece of glass in my soil. I put it inside, I put the what is it called, Walmart bag or like a grocery bag inside the box so the water can just drip down and it'll be good. Okay. All right. So I will be transferring these. Y'all, they got so long and so tall. They're ready. Well, not all of them, just some of them. So, like, most of these on this side, ready to transfer. So, I will be transferring them. I think it's lettuce. That's a pink. Some is tomatoes and bok choy. Lettuce and bok choy. So, I will be transferring them. I'm going to try to put this on the side. How are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Where y'all watching from? Try to push this over. Put these over here. Put this right here. So, go ahead. Transfer these bad boys. Because the longer you wait, the more they will start dying. And you don't want that. You want them growing. Because trust me, I will forget. No matter how many times I look at them, I will forget about them. Crazily, I will. But just stick your finger in there real good. Put a hole in these cups. And just put it right in. I dig really kind of deep. Because they be tall. And boom. Look. Just like that. And y'all, these can be in here for like another 3-4 weeks. And then I transfer them to these cups. And they be in there for months. So it's a good way to save a lot of money when it comes to gardening. Because gardening can get expensive if you make it expensive. Go ahead and subscribe. Join the family, the community. I post garden videos. We'll eventually start posting more content when it comes to you know, making stuff from scratch. What am I looking for? Oh, the other one. Making food from scratch. Homesteading. Got a quail coop. About to get some eggs. Will not be my first time. Will not be my first time owning quail, so be like my second time. Y'all, squirrels got my last quail. I did not know squirrels ate quail, but y'all, they do. And they tore my quail up. Like, I barely was able to eat them. And the crazy thing is, they left the heads. I mean, the only thing they did was eat the heads and they left the body. I was so confused. I was like, why? You could have just ate the whole thing. You know, quails, they're not, what do you call them? Like, they'll fight each other, but when it comes to bigger predators, it's hard for them to defend themselves, I guess. So they'll, like, do what they can do. But other than that, they helpless. So yes, I will eventually start posting more farming videos. But right now, I'm trying to get as much information I can out there about gardening for y'all, so y'all won't be confused. And then I'll venture off into other categories. Everything, basically, everything agriculture. Or I asked you what Sigma was. You yelling? Are you Sigma? Why you yelling at me? I don't know what Sigma is. What is Sigma? I asked you. I said, what is Sigma? Sounds like a fraternity. I was just talking about that. I'd be more than happy to answer if I knew what it was. Sigma. I don't know what Sigma is. What is Sigma? Look at that. Perfect. Look it up. Why are you so rude? Why are you being mean? I can't look it up on my phone and I'm on live. Duh. Can't do it. I would if I could. Can you just tell me? Why can't you tell me? Why can't you tell me? Is it like, I don't know. I told you, is it fraternity? That's the only thing I could think of. Like a college group thing. I don't know what Sigma is. Y'all know what Sigma is? You know what this person, what is Sigma? What is Sigma? If you let me know what Sigma is, I'll be able to answer that question. I can't answer a question. I don't know what it is. Come on. It means you're very cool. Yeah, I am Sigma. See? Was that so bad? Was that so bad? Yes, I am cool. Period. I'm very cool. Well, at least I think I am. I like to think I am. I like being at home, entertaining myself, and y'all getting information. Did I just break my ceiling? Wow, y'all see that? See, that's why you gotta be careful. You can't just be rough-handed and heavy-handed and stuff. I literally just broke it. But y'all know what? I did this before, and the ceiling healed up wonderfully. It's crazy how seedlings or plants period can heal itself. Like, you'll think they'll never come back from it, and it heals itself. So we're gonna see how well this heals up. If it don't, dumping it. If it does, look at God. So we're gonna see how this goes. It means, oh, me too. You cool. I think you cool too. I believe you. You must be young or something. Are you young? Are you a child? How blunt you were and all that. It seems like you're a child. Okay, so I think these are tomatoes. Y'all are peppers. No, 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 no. No, I think they're tomatoes. Because I know how my peppers look. Like, peppers got skinnier leaves. These leaves. See, that's why it's important to label y'all vegetables. Because you think you'll know, and you'll forget. Because you know how many times I'll be like, you know what? I'm going to remember what I planted. I'm going to remember that. And I forgot. I didn't. I forgot about it. Forgot what it was. I still do that even though I know I'm going to forget. I'll be like, you know what? I'm going to train my brain to remember. Nope. So that's why it's so important to label your vegetables. Because you will forget. Don't be trusting yourself when it comes to stuff like that. I promise you, you will forget. Don't trust yourself. Don't. Don't. You know how many times I thought I trusted? Man. Okay, so yes, I think these are tomatoes. Based off the fuzzy roots. Look at that. I think these are tomatoes because I did plant a lot of tomatoes and I only planted like a couple peppers. The other, because this is 1, is 72. 72 divided by 2 is what? What's half of 72? I'm horrible at math. It ain't 30. 36. Yeah, see? Proud of myself. So these only 36 seedlings, and I got 72 seedlings. And I think those are like, yes, peppers over there. So I got tomatoes over here, tomatoes and bok choy. I'm highly confident this is bok choy. Highly confident. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but because that's the only one, because it looked like this is how cabbage and what else? Cabbage and lettuce grow. Like they have leaves like these. And so I believe my kiddo's home. I believe is bok choy. Because that's the only greens that I planted in this tray. So, and I got to hurry up and get them out there too. Because y'all know it's about to be spring. And they can grow in spring, but it takes like 54 days. About a month and a half. No, a month and... Told you I suck at math. It's like a month and a couple of weeks after that. 36. He's 36 years old. Wow, it's great. Great seeing y'all or hearing from y'all. Go ahead, comment. Where y'all watching from? Because I be rambling. I'll talk. I will talk. So y'all gonna have to pause me or something. But tell me, where y'all watching from? Do y'all garden? Or y'all just watching just to be watching? Do y'all also garden as well? Or is it something that you're trying to venture off into? Something that y'all trying to start also? A new hobby? I was answering your math question. Okay. Yeah. Texas here. You from Texas. Go ahead and subscribe. Hello, Texas Mango. From Texas. I'm from Texas too, girl. Or is you a boy? I'm from Texas too. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, we'll talk about it later. Let me see y'all folders. Okay.
I did good. I didn't pull my clothes.
You did good.
I didn't pee on my clothes.
You didn't pee on yourself good.
Can I help you? Tati?
Hold on.
I need to tell you something.
You tell me later.
Why
I say you tell me later.
Can I help you with
Texas. You from Canada? Yay. You looking from Canada? Hello, Canada. Okay. Good job.
Thank you.
Go do your words. I'll tell you when you're done. You
So
did good? Good job. Good job. Go use the restroom. Here, put it back. I'll go do your words. I'll let you know when you're
I'm
done.
my I put my.
What's this?
That's my. If I be good all the time. I went to the nurse because I had a stomach ache. It wouldn't stop praying.
You good. You had your temperature is good and you ate crackers and rested. You good. Is it hurting now?
No anymore.
Alright.
Because I was eating.
Yeah. Alright. Go ahead. Go do your words and I'll let you know when you're done. You go use the restroom. Alright. Sorry. Back. Yeah. Hello, Laura from Canada. It's great that you're watching from far away because Canada is so far from me. Know how far it is. How far is Canada? Far. Are y'all just now going together? Oh yeah, I want to start gardening this year. What are some good starters for the beginner? I'm gonna say, ooh, some good starters, y'all. Okay.
Tati, when I'm done with when you say I'm done, can I have some noodles?
You can have some noodles. Hold on. If you make your noodles, don't forget to put water in the bowl because
I remember that
you burnt those noodles.
I remember.
Okay. So go ahead, do your words, and I'll let you know when you're done. But some good starters. For one, check your weather. I have some good tips, tricks, and all of that on my YouTube. Like on my YouTube. That's why go ahead and subscribe. I have a lot of pointers and a lot of advice for beginner gardeners. But the most, like one of the things that I really do is check my weather. Check the weather. That's very, very good because it lets you know ahead of time if you need to take some type of precautions, if you need to if it's gonna be so if you need to cover your plants, if you need a water, like if you plan on watering your plants and it's gonna rain that day, you don't have to water your plants. So it's good to let you know when the temperature's gonna drop, when you can transfer your seedlings outside. That's one of the main things. I check the weather every day, every little older, but that's what I do every single day. I check the weather. Another advice, so don't be planting seeds that's meant for summer for the winter and seeds that's meant for winter in the summer because they're not gonna grow unless you're starting the seeds inside, unless you're growing indoors or you plan on growing seeds indoors. But another advice would be air. So if you know how cold it is gonna be, like I always go online and say when's the last frost date for Texas, and it tells me when the state for Texas is, so I know it's gonna start gradually getting warmer. So it's good to plant seeds inside before for that season, if that makes sense. Basically being prepared, because once those seedlings start growing and it's time for them to transfer outside, you ain't gonna have to wait so long for your basically to harvest your vegetables from your seeds, because from your seedlings grew them inside. So all you gotta do is transfer them outside, plant them, and boom, you got a harvest in what, 2-3 weeks. That's why I like starting inside early, because I don't like waiting all year or all for months for my seedlings to start producing peppers or tomatoes. I like to grow them a few months ahead and then transfer them outside. Also, good soil. May have compost. I always have compost on deck, like kitchen scraps. Even if you don't want to collect your kitchen scraps, or get to a point where you're collecting kitchen, someone got room to save, because I always put my kitchen scraps in a bag and I put them in the refrigerator, so they won't start stinking up and all that extra stuff. But if you don't want to collect kitchen scraps, people don't know this, but all you have to do for your compost is put green grass. You want green material and brown material. So grass, leaves. You want a good ratio. I think the ratio is like 30-20, something like that. But you want a good ratio. All you have to do is have grass and leaves in your compost, and that's good matter for your compost. You don't always have to have kitchen. Uh-oh. Okay. Can y'all see me? What's going on? No. Let me see. Okay. I'm back. Did it pause? Okay. You're gonna have to text me because I'm on live. Okay, so yeah, you don't have to put like all your kitchen scraps inside your compost. You can just do green and brown material like leaves. So leaves and grass, you can just put in your compost. If you don't got time or you don't feel like collecting your kitchen scraps, you can go ahead and just do that. But I know when it comes to kitchen scraps, like instead of throwing them away in your trash can, you can just go ahead and dump it in the compost. That's why I do it, because I be having a lot of food that piles up, especially vegetables. I don't know, it's like a OCD or something gets in my brain. I'd be like, why would I throw this away? I can just put it in my compost and that's organic matter and woo doo woo doo woo. So yeah, you can put kitchen scraps in your compost, but you don't have to. You can just use whatever's outside, grass clippings, leaves. You want a good ratio. You want to make sure you have a good ratio. That's really important. And also a little bit of dirt. Red wigglers. I use red wigglers, especially breaks down the composting time in half or decomposition time in half. They red wigglers will go through your scraps and eat them up, and they come out with what is they call castings. So those castings are real good for your compost, for your garden, all of that. And I also seen people throw red wigglers. Oh Lord, sorry y'all. Okay. I also seen people throw red wigglers in their compost. Well, I seen people throw red wigglers in their garden to basically get better soil. And that also, especially if you don't got good soil, throw some red wigglers, put some scraps on the ground, let that process decompose, and you will have rich soil. Also, I'm trying to see.
Tati, I heard that climbing.
Okay. Trying to see what else. Patience is so important because you will get impatient, especially if you feel like that or your vegetables aren't growing. When you're starting your seedlings, make sure you are using. I don't do this, but this is important because a lot of people don't do it. A lot of people don't know this, and they feel like they got like a red thumb instead of a green thumb because their seedlings always dying. But they use like straight up soil to start their seedlings. I do as well, and it always works from like this is a straight up soil. This ain't no special coconut core or what is it called, sterile starting mix. Like people say, or some gardeners say, that it's important to use, especially when you're starting your seedlings, it's important to use and start with starting mix, sterile starting mix, like coconut core, rock wool, stuff like that, because most of the time seedlings don't make in. It's what is they call, it's prone to have bacteria in soil, regular soil, so your seedlings will die. But I personally never had a problem with that. Red wigglers. They're like worms, the best compost worms. Swear, any temperature they survive in. Like it was snowing outside and raining outside, and I accidentally left my cover off my compost bin, and I thought my red wigglers was gone because it was frozen on top. But when I started digging. When I started digging in my compost, I started seeing that my red wigglers were alive. And so when it comes to their very what do they call temperament, something like that. Basically, whatever temperature, too hot, too cold, they surviving. They do good in. So that's why I like red wigglers. They're good compost worms. Also, what was I saying? See, I get to talking, I jump around, I forget what I was saying. But trying to see what else. Seedlings. So yeah, so make sure you start your seedlings. You don't have to. You can just use regular soil. You can test it out. That's why it's good to test the waters, test it out. You can use regular soil, but a lot of people say, oh, coconut core or, seedling starter mix. I don't do it. I always did good with regular soil. So yeah. Um Fertilizer, don't over fertilize your plants. Don't care. Yeah, you feel like, oh well, if I put more fertilizer they'll grow bigger and quicker. No, they'll grow quicker and bigger if you put fertilizer in the right time. Like every 2 weeks, you can fertilize your plants. Don't overdo it, you know, and make sure you are diluting it at the right, what is it called? The right way. You don't want to put just straight up fertilizer without diluting it. That will burn your plant. It will kill your plant. You'll be very disappointed. So make sure you're not overdoing your fertilizer. Make sure you just diluting it properly, and you're not you aren't overdoing it. So as I said, every 2 weeks is good. Starting your seedlings. What else? Oh, pruning is important. Well, when I talk about pruning, like people say with tomatoes, cut off the bottom leaves and all that. I never had problems. Like if you're growing tomatoes, you don't do all that extra cutting off the bottom leaves of the tomato plants. They will produce the same amount. They say it will bring it to, I guess, bring the growth to certain, like to the top, and it'll produce some more tomatoes. I did pruning. I pruned before, and I also didn't prune at all. And it turned out like you don't, well, yeah, it turned out the same way basically. I didn't have no difference when it came to that, but I guess if you want it to look prettier, you can prune it. But pruning, when I think about pruning, I think about harvesting and pruning the cuttings like basil. You want to make sure you are properly cutting the basil. You don't want to pick the leaves. Do not pick the leaves when it comes to basil. You want to actually cut the stem. Also, you want to make sure that it comes to what the rosemary too, you make sure that no peppermint. You want to make sure that you're not planting inside the ground in your garden. You want to make sure that the peppermint is planted inside a pot. You can also put it in a pot and then dig a hole in the ground and put it in the ground. You don't want to plant it in your garden because peppermint plant, thyme, what else like to spread? There's certain herbs that like to spread and take over. You don't want that to happen. You want it to be controlled, so you can put in a tainer to control it. Ooh, Chick-fil-A. Yes, hold on, y'all. Let me tell you what I want. Some chicken nuggets. Okay. What else? Arnold Palmer. Okay. Okay, yeah. Sorry. All right, so yeah, you said the Chris. Okay, so trying to see what other pointers or tips I can give y'all. You said we want some Chick-fil-A too. Yeah, I know. Who don't want Chick-fil-A? I don't know nobody who don't like it. And if you don't like Chick-fil-A, you lying. Come on. But soil mixed with compost. Always want to mix your I said compost. You always want to mix your soil with some organic matter, cow manure, chicken manure, quail manure, compost. Always want some organic matter. Also, like when spring come around, or before spring come around, you want to prepare your soil also. So for instance, if you got it like a garden that's been sitting up since all through winter and all that, instead of just allowing it to sit up, with some organic matter, put some leaves in it, put some grass clippings in it, and that will decompose. And when spring come around, ingredients, the ingredients will kill you. Chick-fil-A ingredients. But when spring come around, all the matter had decomposed, and now your soil is rich in nutrient and it's ready for your plants to be in there. So yes, always prepare. That's one thing that's really important. Prepare before or ahead of time. So whether it's growing, preparing your soil, all of that, studying also. Like I can say, it will kill you. I used to like them. What? It will, but I don't like anything will kill you. But it's like you gotta moderate. Is it in moderation is what you gotta do. You gotta moderate how much you eat it, how much you drink it. Like there's certain oil you eat too much oil or whatever will kill you eventually. Like canola oil, people say they'll scream up and down, it's so bad for you. But I heard that it's like too much of anything, much of it will kill you. That's how I feel. I feel like too much of it will kill you. I haven't had Chick-fil-A in like probably a month now. Over a month now, I haven't had Chick-fil-A. We live all the way in the country, like in the what they call the doolies or the hoolies, what they call it. We live far in the country, so we don't have access. Well, we do, but it's like Burger King, and it's 15 minutes. Gotta drive 15 minutes to get to a store, grocery, whatever, 15 minutes. And it's like, we don't even have access to great food. Like it's, what is it? Chick-fil-A, not Chick-fil-A, it's like Burger King, Whataburger, Taco Bell, Sonic. That's bad stuff. You know, the stuff that's really bad. Really, really bad. Out in the boonies, there you go. That's where we live. We live out in the boonies. Like, it's far. We don't have no mall out here. It's in the country for real. And like I said, we gotta drive a good amount. And even if we do drive 15 minutes, we still don't have access to great stuff. It's like boring. We live in like, we got 2 towns. Like, both is like a good 15, 20 minutes away from us. And like, when you go in town, still ain't nothing you do. So it's like, pretty lame. We gotta drive like 45 minutes to the next city, quote unquote city, in order to have any little bit of fun. And it still ain't nothing really great you can do. It's really nothing you can really do. I stay in East Texas, so it's nothing really great out here unless you go to Houston or something like that. Yeah. Or Dallas. But yeah, we stay out in the boonies. Yeah, moderation is key. Too much of spinach isn't good for you, I heard. Too much of what else? Healthy food, too much of isn't good for you. I heard a lot of stuff. It's like we can't live. Like we lose to win to, like we can't win anywhere. But yeah, I heard too much of anything. But too much of exercising. Even exercising, you can't 7 days a week. That's putting too much stress or strain on your body. All that extra stuff. Well, it's too much of drinking water. You can drown yourself from the inside when you drink too much water. It's crazy. It's like you can't win at all. But yeah, I plant these. I got these going. I got my seedlings going. And also, oh yeah, another good advice, start small. I started big one time and it got so overwhelming. It got to a point where I felt like I couldn't handle it because it was so many seedlings that came in spite of underestimated Dollar Tree seedlings. Get some seeds from Dollar Tree. Don't be trying to go, you know, to these places. And I know Walmart, and it's all right, you know, but Dollar Tree is for $1. 4 for $1 instead of going to Walmart. It's like one packet of seeds is like how much? $1.69 for one versus 4 for $1. And those seeds are really good. I had planted Dollar Tree seeds. Was it last year or the year before that? I had bought some from Dollar Tree, and they did really good. All of them sprouted, except for the cantaloupe seeds. I don't know what was going on with the cantaloupes. Maybe I was impatient, didn't wait long enough. But Dollar Tree got some good seeds, and I believe, I don't know, I'm going to make a video on my YouTube going there and seeing, because there's a lot of garden stuff that they do be having. Like, I got containers, 3 planters for $1. And it's like one of those, what is it called? The vertical planters. You can stack them up, twist them and stack them up. Yeah, I'm telling you, Dollar Tree got some stuff. But seeds, for sure, they got a lot of seeds. And it comes with plenty. And it's like 4 for $1. So like I said, don't break your pockets trying to go to Walmart or trying to order them off Amazon. You can order off of Amazon. They be having, like, I think the more you get, the more, like, the less it costs. Like, yes, it's $30, but it's like you get a lot of choices when it comes to that. Like, I got some seeds, herbs, and vegetable seeds off of Amazon for like $30. It had like 55,000 seeds in all on Amazon. It was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. It was pretty good. I said pretty good. They were really good. I'm not gonna lie. They were really good. Every single one of them sprouted, and they sprouted quicker than what I expected. Very quick. So I do recommend. They're called Organo. I'm trying to see if I got them. They're called Organo. These are little lettuce seeds I got from them. Organo Republic from Amazon. And they come with a lot of lettuce, beets, collard greens, Georgia collard greens. Like, it comes with a lot of seeds, and it comes with plenty of seeds because I had these for like a year. Let me not lie. Going on a year. It's February, March, April, May, June. So in 4 months, we'll make a year, and I had these. And it's vegetable for the winter and summer. And when it comes to spring, that's why people love spring, because it's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's like the perfect temperature to grow most of everything, you know. That's why everybody, our gardeners, love spring. But one thing that when it comes to gardening, people don't do is plant. Well, most people is plant during the winter time because it's too cold, and they think it's too cold to plant vegetables when you can grow all year long, because there's vegetables that do better in the winter than they do in the summer, like carrots, beets, radishes. They grow. Kale tastes better. Like, you can grow kale, I guess, all year long, but they taste better in the winter. It like makes it sweeter. It makes the kale sweeter. So there's vegetables that do way better in the winter than they do in the spring. Well, I can't even say spring. I don't know. Spring got my heart because, like I said, it's too hot, not too cold. Mosquitoes don't be out like that. So yeah, I really like growing during the spring, and I don't blame, gardeners who just love just growing through the spring, because it's the perfect weather to be outside and actually fool with your vegetables, instead of being cold and uncomfortable. But and also, like I said, everything grow wonderfully in spring. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's the perfect temperature. But yeah, what was I talking about? See, that I get to rambling, I get to talking, and I get to forgetting. I had started some spinach, collard greens. Oh yeah, I was talking about starting. It came back to me. I was talking about starting small. So make sure you're not starting too big, so you'll be focused and know and learn your plants and learn your vegetables, because when you do it too big, you won't have, basically you be overwhelmed, overstressed. Starting small is so important. 2 lettuce plants, 3 collard greens, a couple of herbs. So when you are starting, you beginner, start with herbs. Got your thyme, rosemary. Rosemary take a while. It's important to start seedlings or start seedlings. That's why it's important to start herbs from cuttings from the grocery store. I got these from the grocery store, y'all. Got these cuttings from the grocery store. The peppermint is already starting to grow roots. I know y'all see that. Yes. And this isn't my first time doing this at all. I had my peppermint plant that's outside. I'm surprised it's doing good because the weather been wonky, whatever. It's been up and down, very, very cold. It's been nice, warmish, and then it'll go tomorrow be cold. But my peppermint plant been going strong. And I grew my peppermint plant from a cutting at that. It was dying, and I grew it from it, and it's doing wonderfully. But starting your herbs from cuttings and putting them in water is so much better than starting them from seed, especially peppermint, because sometimes when you start from seed, when it grows, it won't have that strong peppermint smell. And people be like, why my peppermint plant don't smell like a peppermint? It smells like, it's like it's diluted something. It's because sometimes when they're grown from seed, they don't get that strong essential oil. I guess that's what it's called. But that's why I like basil from cuttings. I like growing my peppermints from things. And it's like each cutting is one plant. Don't be planting them all together, because each cutting it grows into one whole nother plant. And it spreads. Peppermint love to spread. So when you plant peppermint, it will start in the ground. It will start spreading, and it will start growing other shoots and all that extra stuff. So that's why I said one peppermint plant. One cut enough. If you want to do a couple more, if you're the type of person who's trying to start like a soap business, start with some herbs. Start growing your herbs, flowers. Well, they'll tell beginners, if you're a beginner gardener, start with flowers and stuff like that. Herbs. Well, herbs is a good, that's good advice. But flowers sometimes is kind of harder than vegetables. But, to each his own. I'll say herbs, like straight down, up and down, herbs. You don't have to keep the cuttings under a grow light, like you can just keep them on your kitchen counter, just growing. They'll grow regardless. All you want is the roots to develop. So when the roots are developing, you can just put them, like you don't want direct light. You want them, like, I wouldn't put them in front of the window. I put it like beside the window. Still need light, I guess, a little bit. But even if you're growing them on the counter, like without direct sun, like a barely light, they still will grow roots. Like you just want the roots. The reason why they in the water is so the roots can grow. Especially peppermint. Like you don't want your peppermint growing in the water. You want to transfer it into some soil. So because it will start, you to spread. That's how it grows. It spreads and it'll grow up. Then it starts spreading. The roots would start developing. I got it on my page. You can go all the way real. It will show how the root be spreading. And I also, do I have video? I also have updated videos of my peppermint plant because you could tell really, really small. Then it got really, really big. Also, basil plants too. I don't got like a before when they was growing, but I got some cutting videos of the roots growing and all that. But yes, just put them on your kitchen counter. I got them in my grow room. I just keep them on the not direct sunlight. Like you don't need a lot of sunlight. And once those roots are like hairs, I say like fine long pieces of hairs. You'll know. Like right now it's too small. You can plant them in the ground directly outside if you because they'll still develop roots. It would just take longer for the roots to develop in the soil versus in the water. Like it's so much quicker in water than it is in soil. So that's why I always, this is my go-to when it comes to cuttings, like put them in water. That's it. That's all. And if you want to grow them in the ground, if you want to directly plant them outside in the ground, whatever, especially weather. Now, if it's the correct weather to transfer or to place peppermint or your herbs outside, then yes, you can directly plant them outside. But if the weather isn't, the correct weather to plant your herbs or vegetables, whatever, outside, then grow them inside. That's why I have these inside, letting the roots grow. And once these roots come really, really, like I said, like hair, once they long, really long, then it depends on how long. I think it's going to take out, I guess I'll give it another 2 weeks. So they will most likely still be inside because it's February. That'll be like the end of February, beginning of March, when they'll be ready to really transfer to another pot. So I will be growing it outside inside it gets springish. When the weather is good, then I'll transfer them outside. But right now the herbs will be growing inside. You can always, if you want to plant them, you can grow your herbs inside underneath the grow light once the roots are established and they're inside the soil. You can also start adding grow lights. You can grow them inside. You don't have to transfer them outside. Depends on, what you want to do. But I personally them outside. Peppermint plants smell good. I don't know. I really don't grow herbs inside, but I probably will because peppermint plant has a natural good smell to it. Peppermint plant and rosemary, but rosemary naturally like the heat, so it's good to start, like if you start in rosemary cuttings in the water to once the roots established and it's hot outside, transfer that rosemary outside. Like you really have to water rosemary. It does great in drought. We from Texas, so it does great in drought conditions and in like full sun. I mean, that's how rosemary is. So certain different herbs, different temperatures. But yeah, you have to, if you want to later on keep them inside and put them under grow lights. Once you establish them inside of soil, you can put them in soil, put a grow light underneath them, and they'll grow beautifully, amazingly, actually, and they'll start smelling good. Like if you have it in a small enclosure or something like that, the whole room would smell with it. I love peppermint. I love basil. The smell of them are very amazing. I also got sage growing as well. Trying to grow those roots. The peppermint plant so far is the only one that grew. But that's what I was expecting because that's what happened last time. But yes, I don't use, like when they first establishing roots for the first 2-3 weeks, I don't use no grow lights to grow them. I just keep them in my room, let the natural sun from the window, you know, not putting them directly in the windowsill. I don't do that. You don't have to do it. Like I said, you can on your kitchen cabinet, and they good, and they'll still develop roots, because that's all it is. The roots don't need sunlight, you know. The roots just gonna grow regardless. But yeah.
Do it.
When I tell you you're done, you remember you doing for an hour and a half. It hasn't been an hour and a half.
I do not remember.
It doesn't matter if you remember or not. I told you that, and that's what that is. I let you know. Did I let you know? Okay, go sit down. Do your words. But yeah. So I have spinach plants growing. Did you read your books? You don't have any. Ain't no got. And I got collard greens. What else do I have? I forgot. I didn't label some of these. That's why I said labeling is so important. A lot of these I didn't label at all. You go ahead and make you some noodles. Okay. Oh yeah, pepper plants also. Start pepper plants inside. This is what you want to start now. Pepper plants, tomatoes, what else? Sunflowers. Because sunflowers you can grow in spring as well. I got dirt on my hands. That's okay. Herbs. All your herbs. Every herb you start now. Let your sister help you.
Okay.
But yes, starting with herbs is very easy to start with. I would start with herbs. Plus, you use herbs for everything. You can make tea, add in your food. If you want to be bougie, sprinkle it on top for garnish. You know, it is herbs. Period. So, it's worth it at the end. And then on top of that, you can make. If you want to boil them in water and let it fill up the smell, fill up the house, like some smell or something. That's cool.
That stuff that you gave me when I put that hot sauce on my nose.
Gotcha. Wait, what? What are you talking about when I gave you the sweet stuff?
On the popcorn?
Sugar on your noodles? That's what I put. I put sugar on your popcorn.
I know, but I'm talking about on the noodle when you gave me, when I put on that hot sauce.
You said on the... Are you talking about the stuff I put on the popcorn?
No, I'm talking about noodles.
Is it hot?
No, you remember? I remember when I put that, before I put that hot sauce, I put something. You like something on it.
Seasoning?
Remember?
I don't know. It sounds like you're talking about seasoning. I don't remember. It was probably some complete seasoning.
It was.
Girl, get out.
Get
it out.
Get some medicine.
Yeah, I'll give you some in a minute after you eat.
My noodles.
I don't know. See it some. I don't know what you're talking about. Show me.
It's in the cabinet.
You remember how it looks? So it has to be seasoning if it's in the cabinet.
Yeah, it is.
Okay then.
I don't know when it is though.
It's in the tall cabinet, the one by the stove, most likely.
Yes.
Yes, and you're gonna have to use a chair or something to get it. I'm finna get off live in it anyway, so. Yes. Hey, Angel. she was struggling to get it out. She said, Now for real.
Wait, Angel's on there?
Uh-huh.
Is Nana?
No, Angel ain't with Nana.
No, is Nana on there at her house?
No, it's Angel.
It's
Aubrey.
Angel?
Mm-hmm.
Aubrey?
Mm-hmm.
Tell Aubrey said hello.
They can't hear. We can't hear them. Well, they can hear us, but we can't hear them. Okay, go. Get your seasoning. Do your noodles. Don't be knocking stuff down either. Whatever you get off, put it back. She said, hey, Skylar. Aubrey said, hey, Skylar. Okay. Skylar. I can hear it now. Say hi to Aubrey.
Hello, Irene.
Hello, Irene. So proper. Hello.
I'm looking back what's on.
Hey, Skylar, don't forget to put water in your bowl. In your sister bowl.
Yeah, because
that microwave was stinking, smelling like burnt whatever for a day, for weeks. Could not get that out. Angel, even the pho couldn't get the smell out. The strong pho smell couldn't even get the smell out. But yeah, what was I talking about? Starting with herbs. Start small. You don't want to start too big. Studying, make sure you know all about your vegetable down to the T, and then work yourself up. So start with knowing all about lettuce, what lettuce like, how much sun it likes, how much fertilizer, what fertilizer. If it's acid soil, it doesn't like acid soil. Tomatoes is acidic, they like acid soil. Blueberries like acid soil. But you know what I mean. You want to make sure that you know everything, every single detail about your vegetables, so no surprises will come. Vegetables are prone to diseases, so make sure you know what type of disease to avoid those diseases. That's why hybrids are important. People be thinking hybrids isn't, what is it called? They're not organic or whatever the case may be. There is 2 organic seeds to make a hybrid, or 2 organic plants made a hybrid. Still an organic hybrid. The hybrid is God, oh, he keep calling me. No. Hybrids are basically bred to prevent or to be strong against diseases. So hybrids, you want also. I got some hybrid. Hybrid bok choy. I think I got hybrid peppers. No? I know I got some hybrids. Yeah, tomato hybrids. I got some tomato hybrids. Yes. And when you get hybrids, or when you plant hybrids or use hybrids, hybrids are good when it comes. They're like, what is it called? Disease resistant. Yeah, they're disease resistant. So starting with hybrids is very good. You want to start with strong vegetables that is not prone to diseases, or when it comes to knock them out the way, or they avoid them or don't care about them. They still, great, or they don't have no problems with them. Hybrids are so important. I got this hybrid tomatoes from Walmart. Super sweet. And they're bred just to be stronger or taste better. They're not bred like, it's not GMO or what. Well, it is GMO, genetically modified. But when you talk about genetically modified stuff, sometimes they are genetically modified to hurt people, or they ain't good. But sometimes when they are genetically modified, still good. They're still healthy or whatever. They just created to be resistant to pests. Well, I wouldn't say pests. It's always bad. There's some good when it comes to genetically modified vegetables or stuff like that. So yes, you want to, if you starting off a beginner gardener, starting with hybrids, it's highly suggested, because like I said, to take care of, and these diseases will be a problem when it comes to vegetables. So you want to make sure you are avoiding them, or you got some good vegetables are resistant to diseases. So yes, what else? Another tip. Starting inside, I highly recommend starting vegetables inside before transferring them outside, unless you have to direct sow them in the ground, like carrots, beets, radishes. What else direct sow? Can't think, but vegetables that you gotta direct sow outside or in the soil. Yeah, that's cool. But most of your seeds that you can start inside, start them inside, y'all. Start your seeds inside, indoors. Grow them inside. You don't. People will stress, oh, you gotta have grow lights. You gotta have grow lights. You don't have. If you got 1,000 windows in your house, if you got 5 windows, if you got 3 windows in your house, put them vegetables on the windowsills.
I held my sister open.
Good job.
And that was nice.
Okay. If you got 5, 7, 6, 2 windowsills, you can put like 3 vegetables in each windowsill. Do that. If you start in seedlings, y'all, not all seedlings need grow lights. They don't. They still will grow, and they'll start bending towards the light, because they were sitting like this. See how this is? You see how they bending like that? They'll go towards the light. That means they time to get transferred in some cups or something like that, and you could put them closer to the light, they will still get their light. They will still grow good. I guess you can get grow lights if you want to get grow lights. Go on Temu. But don't be spending all y'all money on some grow lights. You better go on Temu and get some grow lights. I got these. These do I'll show y'all. And these only for seedlings. But y'all, I use them for whatever. See? These work great. You can put them on here if you want to. If you got some bigger vegetables like these, boom. You have something holding it. You better improvise. Find something to hold this up. Don't be spending all that money on some grow lights. I mean, if you got money like that, go ahead, I guess. You know. But if you trying to save some, you better go on Temu. I got this on Temu for like $10, like a whole kit. Yeah, I lost most of it, but it came with like a whole kit, 5 grow lights. Let me show y'all. It came with 5 grow lights. Just like that. You see how good they are? Look at that. Yeah. They grow real good. They like these grow lights. Put them all together and create one big old system. $10. And you got grow lights by itself be costing like $30, $20, especially on Amazon. Amazon make you spend an arm and a leg, especially on Amazon. It'll make you spend so much money, but you can go on Temu, same thing, just cheaper. You go, okay, I'll go on Temu and save my money. You don't have to go. All right, that's cool. But yeah, and for those besides T-Hill who want to go, yeah, they stupid expensive. I'm always give y'all some tips and, you know, some steals. Like Temu they even have better, like, you don't even have to use these small grow lights. You don't have to use these small grow lights like this. Still bright. You don't even have to put it on the container like that. You can have it, you better, like I said, have something holding it up, you know, all together, holding it up, and boom, you got you a whole grow light system for like $10. And they strong. Yeah, Amazon will have you spending so much money. Go on Temu. Even Shein. I'm gonna do a whole haul on Temu and Shein just and stuff, but really grow lights, because even Shein got grow lights and they work really good. So yeah, don't be thinking Amazon is just have to be your go-to when it comes to gardening stuff. No. Go on Temu, on Shein. They have, just search up grow lights for vegetables, for garden, whatever. No, pull it up, and it's good, stupid cheap, like it's very amazing. So yeah, don't be trying to thinking that you have to spend all this money on grow lights. You don't. It's a lot of gardening stuff too on Shein, on Temu. A lot of gardening. And one thing, if you're not sure about look in the reviews. The reviews will show you everything. They will tell you, oh, this was good, and they'll have pictures. Sometimes some people be lying, but that's why it's important to look what people are saying. Like if people giving specific details on a product, or they giving, yeah, I like this product, it does this and that, then yeah, that's most likely legit. And they have pictures of everything that's legit. So make sure you look at those reviews. Nah, for real. Amazon will have you in debt too. I think Amazon, the reason why it's so stupid expensive, because it's older, and I think are they from Google? Did Google buy Amazon? All I know is Amazon, and of course they're gonna get to a point where they just stupid. Because I remember the time when Amazon was cheap, y'all. I don't know if y'all remember, but I remember a time when Amazon was cheap. Now it's so expensive. But yes, I will be having a haul when it comes to Temu and Shein and other cheap DHgate, other cheap websites that do sell garden products, and I'm gonna let y'all know if it's legit. If it ain't legit, I will let y'all know for sure. Because I'm that person. Like, I want to see some detail. Like, I want to see something legit. Show me how it works. Show me how it looks. If you, again, stuff like that. I like watching reviews, because especially when it comes to your options. Like, who wants to, ain't nobody, especially inflation. Like, ain't nobody got this big old money unless, you got it like that, I guess. But some people don't have the money or the resources, whatever, to get these expensive garden products. So yeah, I will be doing a review on cheaper options other than Amazon. You know, I shop Temu. Good, T Hill. Yes, it was some items on Temu that I got that I was so mad, y'all. I think I got like a bird cage. I'm thinking it's a bird cage. Y'all, they sent me like the bird cage cover. I was like, y'all got me. I couldn't even be mad at them because when I went and looked at the product, like the whole that I got, I went and looked back at it. It said that it came with the cover. Like later on, like I had to continue to look, and I didn't look at the reviews, but it just came with the cover. And then I had bought like a dog cage thing. Like you got to build it yourself. It only sent me one. I'm thinking it's gonna send me the whole thing. So yes, that's why it's important to look at the.
I found the seeding.
The what seasoning? All right. But yeah, that's why it's important to look at those reviews. I will personally, so look out for those videos. Subscribe. I'm the most authentic person that you probably will ever meet to online, period, because I will give my honest feedback. Even if something failed, I'm not going to cover it up. It failed, it ain't worked for me. This is why I should. Everything is a learning experience. Gardening is a learning experience. You're not going to have it all in one day. You're not going to know everything in one day. Shoot, I'm still learning. I don't care if you can. Last time you didn't like your hot sauce and your noodles. Alright, I don't want to hear nothing about it's too hot. But yeah, like I said, gardening is a learning experience. I'm still gardening, and I said I'm still gardening. I'm still learning, and I still learn something new every day. So don't be thinking you have to have it all together. In order to learn stuff, you have to do it. It's better. The experience is better. The experience is a better learning experience. That's fine. You don't have to tell me that. Just don't get it. Who would that be throwing my train of thought off? What was I saying? Yeah, don't be thinking that you have to have it all have it all right then and there. Just do your research. Look at videos. Look at my videos. But there's other gardeners also that you can look up, watch. But I'm more authentic. I feel like we're authentic. But yeah, start. Like I said, starting is the best experience. The best lesson to learn is just starting. The best anything. I really feel like even if it's just garden, just anything, period, just starting, period, you'll learn so much more because there's so much that I can say. But yeah, it can go in one ear and out the other because some things will stick. But in order for everything or most of everything to stick with you is you starting, period. All right. So yeah, you can get it's just basics. Really, gardening is the basics. Soil, water, plenty of space. Yes, farm everything. And my goal is to be self-sufficient all around because this government is scaring me. Y'all don't know how scared y'all are when it comes to this government, but the government is scaring me. I don't know what's going on with the United States and no telling what they trying to do, what they put in foods, all that extra stuff. I built me a quail cage. Me and my papa built a quail cage outside. I'm finna get some chickens, finna get some quails, start showing y'all incubating, like how to incubate your eggs and how to take care of your quails. And I've had chickens before, had quails before, so I'm gonna show y'all that. I'm trying to venture off also after that. That's why I said starting small is so important. I'm gonna start with the chickens. Those are the things I always have. Yes, I am starting. Lorraine Farming Co. is what my farming business is. But it's really, I got the basic with my farming business. I'm really just trying to get everything together. I know what I want for my farming business. I'm just trying to get all the necessities for my farming business. But it's also for me as well, make sure that everything that I'm growing, everything that I'm producing is authentic, organic, and I know what I'm putting. Of course, I know what I'm putting and feeding my animal, what I'm putting in my food. Scale your business. That's why I got one thing too. I'm trying to start a business plan, having it right there in my face. I know it in my head. I just need to start writing everything down. But yes, I will eventually venture off into pigs, goats, sheep, cows, basically anything farming I'm trying to do, even emus. Like I'm trying to go down that scale. Yeah, ostrich. Because I heard ostrich, poo is the best poo when it comes to fertilizer for your garden. So yes, I'm trying to go down there. This is a whole journey. And I want y'all to go ahead and subscribe and join me into this journey, so you can learn, I can learn. It's all a learning experience. We're all together, and of course I'm gonna start having products available so y'all can buy or y'all can get, whatever the case may be. So yes, I will be showing y'all the ins, the pros, the cons. Everything's just gonna be out there. It ain't gonna be just the good, because it's not just the good in everything. It's always cons to everything. So yes, I'll be showing y'all every single thing, how to be more self-sufficient, self-reliant when it comes to your food, self everything. So yes, it is. I've been on live for 72 minutes. A long time. If y'all have any more questions or comments or whatever you know that you couldn't ask in this video, go ahead and leave it. I think it's gonna turn into like a regular. You will be able to leave comments. If you want to go on my other videos, watch my other videos, a lot of reels. I have a lot of YouTube videos you can already watch. Of course, with some of y'all asked me about starting, beginner tips for starting a garden and all that. I have a lot of tips on my videos on my YouTube, in the group, in your farming community. Yes, that is my goal. That's what I really want to venture to also, is assembling a community, a team. And it's not just, don't have to be in Texas. Like, it can be all around the world, and we can come together, two times out of the year, or 3 times, 4 times. All, like, I'm trying to build a big community, whether it's 100 people, 50 people, 60 people, 5, starting off 3 people. Like, I'm just trying to build a community, and that's the goal. That is the goal, to teach other people as well how to farm, how to grow, how to be self-sufficient. That is the goal. Not just for me, but for you as well. You don't have to rely on the government. You don't have to rely on other people, your own food. Unless, you got your community and y'all trading and doing stuff. That. But I'm talking about the grocery stores, the government being scared what's being put into your... East Texas. That's great. That's great. That's cool. Subscribe. If you ain't subscribed to here, go ahead and subscribe. Mango, go ahead and subscribe. So we all join this community, Cooking with Crazy. Dale, I don't know if you're still in here. You probably, because you said, what shoes are you wearing? I don't know if you got some fetish or something. But yes, everybody who's watching, subscribe, join the community. Leave your comments. I do respond. I'm not one of those weird people who don't respond, think I'm too good, or whatever the case may be. I will respond to your comments. Stay in touch with me, join the community, subscribe, y'all, so we can stay in touch. But yes, I'm gonna go ahead off YouTube live. I've been on here for a long time. You watched my video, didn't subscribe, didn't know you were starting a business, definitely excited to see your journey. Yes, I am starting a business. I'm glad, Mango, that you are excited just as I'm excited. Yes, enjoying the journey. We gon', whatever comments, don't be scared to, because I don't think, have you? I think you have responded. I left some comments in my videos, but whatever it is, how many acres are you farming? So my family land, we're about 90 something acres, 100 acres. So I have plenty of room to farm. I have plenty of room to do and venture off and grow a big old scale, a big old farming business. So I don't know, my goal, because like, I'm going to start off small. I don't want to overwhelm myself. So I'm going to start off small, couple acres probably. Ooh, I can't even say, what, 10 acres? I'm gonna use 10 acres starting off, so the animals can have plenty of room to roam around, to whatever. But I'll eventually get, like, work myself up. So yes, we have like 100 acres, 90 something to 100 acres. So yes, and I also have land on my other side. So and also in Mexico, I have family land. So I will be having, scaling different, like, it's gonna be one underneath one farming business, but I'm gonna have it everywhere in different places and stuff. So yes, that is my goal, to use as much land as I can for my business. I have I have plenty of acres to do this. So that's my goal. It's just a lot of money. Farming costs money. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and here I go. I'm gonna start talking. I can go about it, but go ahead and subscribe if y'all haven't yet subscribed. Go ahead and subscribe. Mango, thank you for tuning in. T Hill, farming and being a producer are 2 different things in the farming industry. Yeah, it is, but I want to do both to a point too that I'm slaughtering my own animals, having a whole butcher myself on my land, and just bring the animals myself, having other people as well working and helping me butcher it. I know it is, and it's a lot. It's not simple profit. You're probably gonna see it's so much money to pour. I understand that part. So much money you have to pour into farming business, before you see any profit. I know, but that's still my goal. I always wanted it. That's what I'm gonna do. Like I said, it costs money. Lettuce seed. It costs money to make money. Always. It will always cost money to make money. So yes, I will be a farmerette. Okay. For female farmers, it's called farmerette. So I'm a farmerette, and I'm also gonna be a producer. So, well, you can be a farmer and farm for your own family. I guess that's what you're saying, yeah. So farmer don't have to have a business. But I'm gonna have a business. I'm gonna still be a farmerette. So I'm a farmerette, I'm gonna be a producer, I'm gonna have, you know, all types of animals that I will be selling. So it's gonna be a big old industry. And hopefully it won't come for me, because I already know they will. They're gonna try to come for me. But I'm gonna still do it. I'll still try to hold my own. So yes, let me go ahead and get off. Thank you for tuning in, Mango. Thank you for tuning in, T Hill. For the new people who's here, I'm the Little Farmerette. Our garden will, you can show how to do debt free. Yes, I am. I'm gonna show y'all how to do debt free. There's a lot of grants that I learned about. You need good, I guess they say good credit and all that, and it takes process of it. I looked into that already, grants and all that. It's like I said, I'll be on here all day if I get into that. So yes, there are grants for farming and all that stuff. So I will show y'all how to do it, especially debt free. Selling small, like saving up, selling it. That's why I'm starting young. I'm 23 years old, so I'm starting young. I'll be able, I don't want to be 30 years old or 40 years old and be like, dang, let me start this now. No. That's why I'm starting young, because I'm thinking about the future, y'all. I'm thinking. So yes, I will be showing y'all how to do it debt free, especially debt free, especially that. So yes, like I said, if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I will eventually the Little Farmerette. I do garden videos. I post garden videos, and I'll eventually start venturing off into making food from scratch, raising your own animals, farming animals, whether it's chickens, quails, pigs, goats, all that. Just join in the journey, and I'll show y'all the pros and the cons. Quiet, peace, and patience. Yes. But I will be eventually, I say eventually, I will most, because I still do it now. I'll show y'all the pros and the cons when it comes to farming, so y'all won't make the same mistakes that I made, how to avoid these mistakes. I'll let y'all know. But it's that time to get back to our roots. It is that time to get back to our roots. I will show y'all, even if y'all staying in an apartment, how to do this. Okay, because you can do this to staying in an apartment. So yes, being more self-sufficient, being self-sufficient, period, is the goal. And I am sure y'all. Hey Shanti, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Am I saying it right, Shanti? It's time for us to be efficient, y'all. It's time for us to get back to our roots. What do they call the founding fathers? Our ancestors, this is what they did. They farmed, they did stuff from scratch, they made their own food. And it's time for us to take care of ourselves and start going outside, touching dirt, touching grass, learning about nature, period, teaching our kids how to do this. It's our time. It's time for us to do that. So like I said, if you're new here, teach y'all, I'm gonna show y'all, I'm gonna win with y'all, I'm gonna show y'all the losses, the pros and the cons. Everything is in green, ain't everything isn't rainbows and sunshine. I'm gonna show y'all the dark side, all of that, so y'all can avoid it. I'm for y'all so y'all can avoid it. So yes, go ahead and subscribe, especially if you're trying to venture off into being more self-sufficient, self-reliant. Go ahead and subscribe, so y'all won't, so this video won't get lost, so y'all won't want. So we will be eventually being more self-sufficient. Subscribe. Yes. Like I said, that's the goal, being self-sufficient. The goal. If you're trying to be more self-sufficient, whether it's make your own food from scratch, new recipes,